Hey, what's up everybody? Welcome to another video. Today we're going to talk about the San Diego Comic-Con debut slash exclusive, the Mythic Legion's role-playing game, Cleric slash Paladin. So, because you can switch and swap and switch, whatever. My words are all bejumbled. But excited to sit down and be booth neighbors with the Four Horsemen guys. I love getting to see them and hang out. What's crazy is always having to be at work when you're seeing your friends is kind of funny. And just a quick story. Legion's Con is the only convention where I don't really do that. Like, I don't do any work unless it's like I'm going home to do work. So it's really, really fun for me to go to Legion's Con as I get to sit back and kick it with people. But then I realized like all my horseman friends are working. So it's super funny. So yeah, shout out to them, the horsemen, everybody just that was at San Diego. Appreciate you guys. And I'm in love with this figure, and I just love Legion stuff, and everybody knows that. But what's really cool is I can now officially say I have a Dan Larson Cleric. Shout out to the Dan Larson. To me, this looks like Dan Larson as a Paladin, so it's really cool. We have our belt buckles here. We have our new design here for our clothing, and just overall, it's a really cool look. As you can see, we do have our standard Mythic Legion's articulation. We have our gauntlet swivel, which rotates. We have our single joint here, but the cut is really nice that we actually get inward close, really, really nice to a sharp 90-degree angle. We have the new joint for the neck here, which really particularly like adds that extra oomph that I've always talked about. Our waist area is on the inverted ball joint. As you can see, it does not hinder anything because they've designed the cloth in 2 parts, which is smart as hell. So as you can see, we still have that really, really nice ab crunch. Our legs, and oh, let's not forget, we have that wired cloth. Oh, so great. But yeah, let me stop goofing. One of the coolest and newest things is going to be that we have these new parts here where the boots go into the armor. I think we've only ever seen this once before, and that's on, I believe, the ghost of the figure Obscura. I think that's the only other time we've seen that. And I'm not sure we've actually seen it on like I think that's the only time, yeah, beforehand. So here, oh, my joint is still super tight. We have our legs that lift up a little past 90 degrees. We have our thigh swivel. We have our boot swivel here. We still have generous ankle pivot. As you can see, we can rotate. There is no toe hinge, but again, depending on what you want to do with your Paladin, I feel like getting standard fantasy poses from this should be very, very easy for you. And if you have the hand packs from previously, I do believe that these browns match. Oh, those joints are really tight. I like that. I gotta hurry and take pictures while I'm ahead. But as you can see here, with the neck peg here, we actually get a nice extra little bit of articulation, right? So let's say you have a magic spell and you casting it, hold it up a shield, it'll look really good. This will form nicely. I'm really looking forward to playing with my Dan Larson figure. Shout out to Dan for real. But this figure is really nice, and I just wanted to showcase it. Talking about more sword and sorcery, more role-playing games. Shout out to the people who I sat down and played the Mythic Legion's game with. I had a spectacular time. I'm looking forward to doing that again. And if you didn't, it's up on the channel. I'll put a link to that as well too, because I actually had a really good time playing that. So let's talk about these accessories. Let's get to it. So accessory-wise, I think I should go over our head sculpts first. The hooded head is really nice for your cleric. Adds that mysticism to him. This looks more like a Robin Williams scope here. This is just me. It definitely looks more Robin Williams. Shout out to him, rest in peace. And then we have our heroic Paladin head. This looks like a redone of the Sir Aldrich head. As you can see, we have a new faceplate there. And we can pull it down. I love these type of helmet heads. And then if you want to take out the spike plume, we actually have a flowered plume to replace it with. So there we have that. Next up, we have an extra set of hands. As you can see, those are the item holding hands. They are on vertical pegs. And then we have the horizontal pegged open action hands. Like I said, if you have the brown gloves, these pretty much match, so you can use those. We do have a pair of shoulder pauldrons if you want to change up the style on your Paladin. Next up, we have a magical tome to be carried. So that's really, really good. We have a spiked mace for your Paladin. And then next up we have, here we have our short sword, which can be sheathed. Then, you will get a shield, double colored, just like actual colors here, they match. You will get 2 types of handle, which is the 2.0 handle as well as the 1.0 handle. You will get an extra neck peg as well as a wand. I've broken it down into 2 parts so it can fit in camera, but that means when you want a part swap or stuff like that, you actually just replug this back in. I really like this colorway for this one. The clear parts right here look really, really beautiful. And you do get an effect part for it as well. So if you're gonna be a paladin, you gotta have a little bit of magic, right? You will also get extra back parts for if you want to add anything extra. But the added bonus is that you will also get, I believe this is the first time we got player cards. So you get one for Cleric, one for Paladin. And you will get a dice, 20-sided die. Now, everybody knows, is it 20-sided? Hold on. Nope. Yeah, 20-sided. The little horseman logo there. And that rounds out all of our accessories. I really, really like what they did with this. Kind of just surprising us, giving us something a little bit fresh, but also something that is very familiar. But it really dives into they're really reaching that D&D status with their figures. It's like, yo, we gave you the fantasy stuff, but now we're gonna give you a little of that D&D magic. And it adds that extra oomph for me. I'm really excited to sit down and play more with people. So now, let's talk about those height size comparisons as we size them out with a bunch of different things. I'll see you guys. All right, guys, now we're gonna square up into the size comparisons. I got a few things here. Let's start off with fellow for horseman stuff. Here we are next to both Thor Shadowhorn as well as Shaman Orc. As you can see, he's a much larger scale, being at that not quite ogre yet, but that mid-size scale. So now you can see the different sizes. And people don't really notice how much bigger he is, but it's really cool to see it in action up against other Mythic Legions. So let's take these guys away. Excuse me. Then I do have an ogre scale here. So I have a dragon or half dragon man, right? And these are actually ogre scaled. So you can see what you're getting into. You can see this guy is much bigger. Next up, we have Legends of Ramayan. This is from 4 Horsemen helped produce this as well too, from the Hairfire Entertainment. Just showing you how much bigger he is. Let's get those feet flat. Then we have both Mezco and Savage Crucible. Here we are. I chose Conan as well as I can't say his name. Neil Vermilion from Savage Crucible. From Meditoys, we have a Red Orc. I also chose to have one of the Figmas from, crap, it's not Bloodborne. Crap, I forgot which one. But as you can see, the Figma's here. Why did I forget his name? For the life of me, I can't remember, crap. And then, last but not least, I chose Guts from the Golden Age arc, because I feel like he fits in really well here. Looks really good. I want to review that too. I got to get around to that. Last but not least, I'm throwing my main man in there. And this is always for fun, not really for comparison. Here's my main man. Here you go. So yeah, as usual, I do hope you guys enjoyed. I hope you guys enjoy the photos at the end. And if you're going to be at Legions Con, please come say hi, chat with me. I have the time to do so. I would love to speak to people. Let's keep that in mind. So please come to Legions Con and say hi, chat with me, ask me questions. I will answer questions. We can get to know each other. That'll be fun. So as always, thank you guys so much. And please, be good, do good. Drink your water, guys. Later.